There seems to be a lot of mystery around getting a colonoscopy, so I'm here to answer all the questions you really want answered, like will your butthole hurt? How many people are in the room with you when you get it done? Are you completely naked? All the good stuff. I'll walk you through exactly how mine went. If you're like me and you hate going to the doctor, this video is for you. I had to have a nurse call me to ask me a bunch of medical questions first. They send you over, like through your pharmacy, the prep kit, and they sent me an email with everything I had to do before. Day 1 and day 2 of preparation, you could just like live your life pretty normal. The day before, or if you have it later in the day, like that morning of when you have to take the actual prep stuff, make sure that time period where you actually have to drink the prep stuff, that you're home. I highly recommend that. I know this is gonna sound crazy to some people. If you've ever done intermittent fasting or have dieted before, this won't be as hard for you. If you're just used to eating whatever junk food you want all the time, this might be a little bit harder for you. So then the day before, you can basically only have clear fluids. They allow you to have soda and apple juice. I see a lot of people online where they just make like a giant bowl of green jello and eat green jello all day. I've been trying to be healthier. I'm not about to douse myself with sugary drinks and jello for a day. Basically can't have things you can't see through. You can have bone broth, but it's the summer and it's hot. So like the last thing I want to do is drink hot bone broth. Just drink water all day. At one point I did feel like I needed a little pick me up and I put one liquid IV in one of my waters, and I could have black coffee. As long as I could have black coffee, I'm good. Because my appointment was at 7:45 in the morning, the nurse told me I had to take my Suprep stuff at 6 p.m. the night before and 10 p.m. the night before. So there are these containers, you pour it into 8 ounces of water, and then you're supposed to drink it. You have like half an hour to drink it. You're supposed to drink, I think, 30 ounces of water or something like that afterwards. So basically a lot of water after. And what's gonna happen is whatever is left in your colon will exit it. In my opinion, people are completely out of their minds that they act like it's so hard to drink this stuff. I see grown adults making videos about like holding your nose so you don't taste it and having to drink it through a straw and all this stuff. This is my advice, right? First of all, I think it tastes like a combination of really sweet lemonade, sweat, and then there's like a slight aftertaste of feet, but it's not that bad. When you do it, what I did was I actually did like the water and the stuff, and I put a ton of ice in it and I shook it up and I squoze some lemon, but make sure you use a little like strainer because you can't have pulp, or obviously you don't want seeds. I squoze some fresh lemon juice in it and like shook it all up like a drink, and I had it like that. And honestly, it really wasn't that bad. And fun fact, 25% of people that go to do this do not get through the preparation. And even when I was checking in at the doctor's office, someone called and the woman picked up the phone saying that they couldn't finish the prep and that they took like the first dose, but they couldn't take the second dose for whatever reason. I do think that a lot of it stems from people not being able to handle not eating for a day. I've fasted before, and so for me, it was no big deal. It's definitely something you have to wrap your head around, but trust me when I tell you, it's a mental thing. You will be going a lot, and basically you know it's done. If you get grossed out, skip to, I'll make a tab that says not gross anymore, because it's gonna be the part where I'm talking about shitting. It's basically like you're getting to the point where you're drinking all that water, so it's forcing everything out. And it's like you're shitting water. And when you get to the end of it, it should be like clear. Like no thing should be coming out in it, and that's how you know it's done. So I did that at 6 p.m. and then at 10 p.m. So I really didn't fall asleep until like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to get up again 6 in the morning. I drink a ton of water all the time, so the next morning you can't have anything. It's about 6:30 in the morning. I'm feeling super dehydrated. I'm dying to drink some water. Feel like I have a hangover. I took a shower, obviously, in the morning, scrubbed myself. I get to the doctor's office. Everybody was super nice. They check you into the room. They gave you like one of those regular hospital gowns that it ties in the back. They give you a pair of socks. It's like one size fits all. They were really big on me. When the nurse came in, she told me to get fully undressed and to change into the robe with the ties in the back. I asked her because I knew people were gonna wanna know this. I said, can I leave my bra on? Because really, why shouldn't you be able to leave your bra on? She said, no, you can't, but, and this might not be for everybody, but here they said this. She said, if you're wearing like a sports bra with no metal on it, so all soft fabric, that you can leave the bra on. So that's a like tip. If you just feel uncomfortable not having a bra on when there's no reason for you to have it off, wear like a soft sports bra with no metal in it and ask if you can leave that on, because maybe they'll let you leave that on if you're more comfortable with it. So I put the socks on, I had my bra on, and I had my little dress outfit that's just tied in the back. I felt nice and calm. The anesthesiologist came in and talked to me. They also came in after the fact and asked me if I could do a piss test to make sure that I'm not pregnant. And I was like, I literally have no liquids to give you from my body. Like, everything's out. I'm completely dehydrated. There's no way I can go. They basically made me sign something signing off that I wouldn't take the pregnancy test. But she was like, if you get this done in a hospital, they'll make you wait. But I was like, me waiting isn't gonna do anything because I can't drink any water. The doctor came in and talked to me. This is the one medical part I'll get into. I asked her, I know that like, even if they're not biopsying you because they don't think there's any cancer or anything, it's common, but a lot of people have polyps and they'll take them off while they're in there. So I asked the doctor, how often do people have polyps and how often do people not get anything removed? And she said 54% of people have the polyps and have to get something removed. So basically, half of the people watching this video are not gonna have anything removed and half of you will. When I was with the doctor, I also asked how many people are in the room with you. So she told me it's the doctor, it's the nurse, it's like another tech, and it's the anesthesiologist. So there are 4 people in the room with you. Then the nurse came in and she gave me a nice warm blanket to put over my lap, which got me feeling all cozy. But then the other woman came in and she puts those like suction things on your chest, and then she puts them on your arm. And then I know this is weird because I know you guys see that I have a piercing and I have tattoos, but I am a baby when it comes to getting a needle in my arm. It freaks me out. It just does. So then they came and they gave me like the IV thing for the anesthesia. So I have the thing in my arm and I'm just keeping my arm completely still because I don't want to feel the thing inside my arm. They're like, oh, it's not gonna hurt you, it's plastic. But I had a plastic catheter in my arm, which, ugh. Then when they have me get up, the nurse comes and she takes the blanket off my lap and she wraps it behind me so I'm all covered behind so I don't feel like I'm walking with my ass out through the hallway. I go to the place, you lay down on your side, almost like in fetal position on the bed. When they lay you down, who knows how much they undo your robe, but I don't think they're like fully pulling your robe off for no good reason. Your ass is out, but obviously they need to see that. The woman hooked up the thing to the thing in my arm and was like, you're gonna feel drowsy soon. And before I knew it, I was awake. And that was it, right? I basically feel completely fine when I wake up. I'm gonna do a small part where it's some disgusting stuff here. So if you don't wanna hear about this, go to the next timestamp. I'll put the time here on the screen so you know where to forward to if you don't wanna listen to this. So basically, after you take the prep, you're just shitting a lot. If you don't have tons of food in your stomach or in your colon already, it's not gonna be as bad. It really wasn't that bad for me, but it's a lot of liquid because you're taking that stuff and then you have to drink tons of water, so it's completely flushing you out. Make sure you use some soft toilet paper, get some nice wipes or whatever, but it might make you feel a little sore that morning. When I came out of the anesthesia, and I go to get dressed, I noticed that I did not feel sore anymore. So somehow, from when I got there to when I left, my asshole felt completely fine. Like, it felt better than when I got there. So I don't know if they do something to it to like to make it feel good, but like it felt completely back to normal once I was done. This has to go in the too much information section. What's the right word for this? They inflate your colon by blowing air into it, I guess, so it like opens it up so the camera could see. You're gonna have all this extra air inside of you, so afterwards you have to fart a lot. But I swear, maybe it's just me, I had no issues at all. Like, I don't know if it all came out before I woke up, but I didn't have any extra gas or anything like that. I had no side effects whatsoever after. If you didn't tell me that they did that, I would never even know. It's not that big of a deal. The people that work in the office doing this in the operating room, they do this day in, day out. They don't care about seeing your ass, trust me. If any guys are watching this, the whole guy thing with getting a colonoscopy, like, get over it. Just get it done. You don't have to tell your boys. Who cares? I'm a baby about the needle on my arm, and I was really dehydrated the morning of. But besides that, it was totally fine. Something you only have to do once every 10 years if everything is good. And you know what? If something is wrong, I know people are scared to find out things are wrong with them, but this is the type of thing that if you nip it in the bud, you'll be okay. You know, these are the type of things you really want to catch early. And if you don't, and you put it off because you're embarrassed or weird about this stuff, that's when things can be more serious down the line. Because by the time you're having symptoms, that's when stuff is bad. You know, it's nice to catch it when you would never know anything was wrong. Afterwards, the doctor said it's completely normal after all of this for you not to go to the bathroom for 2 to 3 days, because I found out since then that the food stays in your stomach for a few hours, but it could stay in your colon for like 2 days. So that's kind of the path it takes. So it's normal for you not to go to the bathroom for a couple days after that. Don't worry about it. I was lucky. I did not have any polyps. I had nothing wrong. They gave you a little packet when you leave there was actual pictures of my colon in it. And it said that I had like excellent colon clearance or something. But like I did a really good job with clearing it out, which I was very proud of myself. I asked if I could have alcohol because I really just like felt like going to a bar and getting a drink after that, but they said no. So I waited till the next day. And as far as eating, she said since they didn't take anything, it was totally fine for me to eat immediately after that. They give you snacks right after, but she said just don't eat anything crazy and keep it light. I don't even know what that meant. But the day before when I was fasting, I was really craving baked ziti, which I never want. So I asked my husband to make me baked ziti, and he made me the most beautiful baked ziti ever. I just went home and sat on the couch and like watched stupid TV for the rest of the day. So it ended up being a nice, relaxing day overall.